Who should start at cornerback? Ambry Thomas coming back, hasn't practiced for a while, but he could get some full practice under his belt. Dante Johnson was just phenomenal in the last game. And then there's Josh Norman. Who would you start?
Probably Ambry, but Dante Johnson is perfect as a relief pitcher in any sort of bench because he's so versatile. But Ambry's playing so well, and he had a full practice today, I believe. So I think you just go back with Ambry, especially because he's been in that environment. He's already played there as well too. Dante Johnson should be your ultimate Swiss Army knife. God forbid something happens to K1 Williams, Jimmy Ward, Jaquiski Tartt. He can play all of those positions, and he should be somebody that is there. Break in case of emergency. Josh Norman, thank you for the one pass breakup where the ball, it didn't get there fast enough and you weren't called for a PI because you're getting close to it. But no, not Norman. Not Norman.
Fair. Yeah, Ambry Thomas, if he's ready. I think the Niners, the reason they didn't play him last week is that I don't think they trust him without a full week of preparation and practice, which is fair. Maybe he was still injured, but if he's healthy enough to practice the next couple of days, I would trust him. He seems like he's good enough to play. So, okay, Ambry's up?
Yeah.
Okay. Julio says, I don't care if Jimmy's out there while this stacked team wins. What's upsetting is that people trying to compare this guy with Montana. Just stop. Comparing the mascot with Montana is setting the standard very low. Yeah, if there's a comparison for Jimmy, it ain't Montana.
Nobody should be saying that. Nobody should be saying that. Like, again, there's the people on both sides of this extreme argument that make it hard for anybody to be subjective and at least paint the middle with gray. It's not black and white, right? Like, Jimmy's not Montana. Jimmy's not absolute garbage. And there's too loud.
He played very well in November. I thought he was really good in November, but I don't think he's played well since he's gotten injured. He is injured, and that should be a consideration here. It's free. His thumb is injured. He's throwing hand.
The arguments are just too loud on both sides. Like, don't bring up Montana. Will you stop?
Yeah. It's crazy. That's crazy stuff. Armando says this game is simple. Eliminate Stafford and his weapons by running 35 plus times. You can't score if there isn't enough time and opportunities to do so. If we control possession, then we should be fine. And that's what they do so consistently well against the Rams.
Yeah, and that's why this game's not going to get out to 17-0.
And that's why the Rams try to run the ball so much against the Niners. They tried last night, it just didn't work. I don't know what it is. Their line, their running backs. Cam Akers, you trust him?
He fumbled the ball 2 times, and he faced a really good run defense this past week.
Sad to say this, but this year, this is the year half our team is leaving next year. Debo, Nick Bosa, Aziz are getting massive contracts, not to mention Tartt. Interesting. This is the year.
Last dance. I mean, there's going to be guys who have to get paid, and the cap goes up, and there's a lot of free agents. So yeah, this is the last ride for this group.
Kyle gets it done differently against each team. Yes, he does. Niner offense will be predicated on the run and yak. Deep threat passing is not something that Rams defense will worry about. Yeah,
they don't. But that's their style though. Like Brandon Staley leaves too high up, and now Raheem Morris came in, and he has to run that basically. And they are. This is the thing with the Rams and why they match up so well, or the Niners match up so well. We're not going to give anything up over our head, so complete everything in front of us so we can tackle you. But that's exactly what they want to do. Like, and then they're like, okay, run the ball on us. We have enough offense to outscore you. You're playing right into this team's hands. That's why when people are like, well, you can't beat them 3 times in a row, they'll adjust. They haven't adjusted once in 6 games. No. They have not adjusted.
And they don't have the personnel to adjust. They don't have Kenny Clark in the middle. They don't have Devontae Campbell at linebacker. They don't have it.
What are they going to do?
Players are pass rushers.
That's it. It's like Brian Peacock said, studs and scrubs lineup. Like the stars, and then just a bunch of other guys who fill spots. Like, yes, Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, that's top end level talent. But the 49ers are not going to pick on them. They're going to pick on the guys that they should be picking on. That's the thing.
Have you guys watched Ward's interview with D Butt? Who's D Butt? If not, you should. D Butt.
D Butt.
D Butt. He interviewed D Butt.
It feels like there's a joke coming or something like that.
There's probably a joke there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I give it a 7 out of 10. Will Victor says the Niners are not paying a quarterback $25 million to make 2 or 3 good plays. If that's the case, they might as well play the rookie who's getting paid less. Ain't no way in hell the guys on D are happy with his interception. Look, I think a lot of the guys on defense like Tartt, Ward, I keep going back to what Ward said when I interviewed him about, he was like, why did the Rams get rid of Goff? And I was like, you're the only person in the world who said that. But from a defensive player's perspective, it's like, I'm not really looking that closely at the quarterback. All I know is we win with him. So what's the problem? Like, what is the problem? Are you sure we're going to win more with the next guy? And that's the thing. Like, if the Niners keep winning with Jimmy and you move on to the next guy, it's like, are you sure we're going to do better next year with him? And it may not even be Trey's fault. It may just be that the team isn't as good. I don't know. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy to win in this league. I mean, the Chiefs are probably going to make their third straight Super Bowl, but that's not typical. We're living in the Tom Brady era. That's not typical.
If Grant needs wheels, he just takes them. Grant's from the hills of Oakland. Oh, yeah, man, it's rough up there. I think our line would frustrate Mahomes. See Eric smash McKinnon.
Watch your mouth talking about Jerick McKinnon.
The fact that McKinnon has such a big role in the Chiefs makes me feel like strange about their prospects, but
I think I'm pulling up to Levi South in my McKinnon jersey just to make everybody mad now.
You have a McKinnon jersey?
Bro, it was like $12 on sale or whatever from Fanatics. I had to run with the Joker with the Wildcat. It was like so easy to do.
I like that. Ride Mitchell and Debo till the wheels fall off.
Yes,
yeah,
please.
I think he's got that. 88 Niner, what's up, Rob? What's up, Grant? You can't beat us. Only we can beat us. Looking at Jimmy. That's kind of what I'm saying. I think really the Titans didn't beat the Niners. The Niners beat themselves in Tennessee. And Tennessee was just kind of chilling, waiting, like, all right, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. We're not going to do it. No, but the other thing they did was instead of throwing, I wanted to mention this earlier, instead of throwing deep down the field like Stafford did so he could just get picked, they did a lot of like deep comeback routes on the outside that kind of isolated you. You're not going to get any yak, but what you can get is a 15-yard catch on 3rd and 12. And you do have the wide receivers to pull that off with Odell Beckham. So I don't know. Maybe they should try that. Not that I'm trying to give the Rams ideas because I kind of want to cover the Super Bowl. I'm just saying.
McVay's watching. He knows. I told him you got to run it every single time and punt on 4th down. You'll absolutely win, McVay. I got you, bro.
Thanks, Johnny. John B says watching Grant on Jimmy G is like watching MSM cover Trump in 2016. You always count him out, and he just wins. Trade Debo, Bosa, head coach start Dwelly. Maybe we'll be so mad. But why do you talk about Jimmy so much? Because he's the quarterback of the team I cover. This is how it's going to go with every quarterback that's ever been.
And this is your grand plan to motivate him too. That's the other thing too. So
don't act like you're well if I wasn't nitpicking. No.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like when they do the 49ers Super Bowl DVD, they have to include a portion of where Grant Cohn motivated Jimmy Garoppolo. Like, and it was all that. Yeah, it's a master plan, bro. What the hell? Why are people not seeing the vision?
I'm trying to tell him. This is quality control right here. If Jimmy, it's been a terrific year for quality control. If Jimmy started as a rookie, statistically, he looks a lot like Brad Johnson. He had a pretty good career. Brad Johnson Brad Johnson did have a pretty good career. A couple different teams, Super Bowl win. It's true. Some similarities there.
Won a Super Bowl?
Yeah. Timmy J says since both teams talking about no surprises between them, does Kyle throw in the kid at some point? No. He's not going to happen. I wish. Ted makes the throws. Every quarterback should be able to complete. He does nothing special. Does he do something special? His motivation, his demeanor. It's his demeanor. You don't understand. It's his cadence.
Grant.
It's his handoff. No. His handoffs are really good, though, I got to say, though. It's the way his teammates love him. It's the way he makes you feel. The way he makes you feel. You know what I'm saying? True Sap Comedy says, why did Jeff Garcia torch me to Kimes today? I don't know. I thought it was in poor taste.
Because he's a misogynist and he's definitely insecure.
Where did that come from? Do the Rams have anyone? I love it when you go capital every word. Let people know they really mean business.
He means it.
Do the Rams have anyone missing this game due to injury? And not displaying Wilson or another back is a mistake. We'll have half-winded people running the ball a lot. Yeah, it's a good point.
I thought that was how Jeff Garcia was right. I'm not this comment. That's different. Joel, I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at Jeff Garcia's rant. I'm not laughing at this.
I'm not laughing at you, Joel. That was nice.
Do they have anyone missing this game due to injury? Whitworth was a little bit banged up. Noteboom, the guard.
What happened to Darrell Henderson there, running back?
He's back, but it's Akers and Michelle.
They don't like him?
No, I don't know. I think that they were cool with using him when Akers wasn't there, and then Michelle got there later on. And when they switched over to heavy personnel,
what do they like about Akers? I mean, maybe he's good, but he hasn't looked good since he came back.
Strong, man. He ran over. He almost killed Budda Baker. Unfortunately,
all right.
I mean, look,
2 yards of carry.
I mean, and he's back off an Achilles way earlier than he should be too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right.
They like him.
Darius Butler. Oh, D-Butt. It wasn't a joke.
D-Butt.
Dante's great since his mother passed inspiring. Oh, that's true. That is true. That is inspiring. I really think Jimmy is due for a great game. Yes, great. It's time. There you go.